Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Miz here, and welcome to my NBA Midseason Awards video. We are officially halfway through the season. All-Star Weekend is in about a week, so I thought that it'd be a good idea to do this Midseason Awards video. A lot has happened, a lot of things have happened in the leagues, so I thought that it'd be a good idea to see give myself and let you guys know who I think are the winners of said awards during at the halfway mark of the season. If you guys remember earlier, I did a way too early awards predictions video where I predicted who would end up winning the awards at the end of the season. So now that we're halfway, I think it's a good idea to do the give myself a progress check and change up the awards, because obviously a lot has happened and my list is not the same as it was before. There's a couple things that are the same, but besides that, most things are different. So without further ado, let's not waste any more time and get started with my NBA Midseason Awards video.
Here's Siakam on the top with a left-handed slam. Oh, stand up!
Now, Pascal Siakam is averaging 15 points and 7 rebounds a game. Now, the reason I have him as most improved on the sole fact that he's been a huge player for the Raptors, because Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry aren't getting the job done. And the only reason that they are so good is not only is Kawhi playing at obviously an all-star level, not only is Kyle Lowry playing at an all-star level, but so is Pascal Siakam. A lot of people believe that he was robbed for the All-Star game, and I would say so, but I would have seen him as a potential reserve. But if he keeps playing this way and he keeps playing this way in the next 2 years, he will definitely be an all-star, mark my words. But he's just been fitting really well in. Everyone knew that he was a good player even last year and the year before, but something about this year, the way he's just been playing, is so much different, and he's playing at such a high level, and it's putting the Raptors into a position where they are title contenders. So a lot of the Raptors' success isn't just Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry. A lot of the credit has to go to Pascal Siakam as well. So he is definitely so far my most improved player.
Got it. Here it is. Corner, Luka. Oh! It goes in. How did he do it? How did he do it? That is Luka magic.
I mean, do I have to say anything? This guy is my age, and he's playing at such a high level in the NBA. There was a quote that came out earlier today or yesterday where a reporter asked him about how playing in Europe is different than playing in the NBA, and then he said this. He basically said that it's so much easier to score in the NBA than in Europe. So he came all the way from Europe just to shit talk these guys and say, you know what? This is so much easier for me. And if you look at his stats, it shows 20 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Obviously the Dallas Mavericks as a team, they aren't playing as well. But when you add in Kristaps Porzingis into the duo, next year is looking really good for the Mavericks, and their future is so bright. Luka Doncic is playing at an unbelievable level right now. Every night the Mavericks play, there's always a post on my Instagram or a video of some highlight that he did. Whether it's some weird crossover, some flashy pass, a buzzer beater, whatever. This kid's just been playing out of his mind. And it's it's just so impressive to see. Just last week, he put up 35 against the Cavaliers. Like, granted, it's the Cavaliers, but for a rookie to put up 35 like that, along with 11 rebounds and 6 assists. And then the game after that, he got a triple-double, 19, 10, and 11. And then yesterday, he got 23 and 2. This kid's been playing out of his mind. It's insane. I think what Mark Cuban is doing right now with the Mavericks is, you have to give a lot of credit to what Mark Cuban's doing, because trading for Luka Doncic basically was such a good idea in hindsight. And then trading for Porzingis, the Mavericks' future is really bright, and I could see them doing really well in the coming years.
Rose looks to go. 2 seconds. Rose off balance. It doesn't matter because he drilled it. Derrick Rose deserves to be an all-star. He certainly is tonight.
Now, granted, Derrick Rose hasn't been playing for the past week or two. He's been out with an ankle injury, and he's been trying to this ankle injury's been a day-to-day thing. He's been battling it basically this whole year. He's been on and off during games, but if you just take that away from him, this guy's been playing well. like really well, because a lot of people thought that, that 50-point game was just, some random fluke. But clearly not. This guy's been playing out of his mind this whole season. He said himself that he feels that he's playing better right now than he did during his MVP season. Think about that. NBA fans everywhere reminisce every now and then. We just reminisce about the good D Rose or the old D Rose when he was playing out of his mind with the Bulls and winning the MVP. He says that he's better now than he was then. I don't know if I agree with that. To a certain extent, I do, because if you look at his play style, not only is he, athletic, not only is he getting to the rim, not only is he, dishing it out and everything, he's developed a jump shot. And if you remember during the 10-11 season, he was shooting horrible from three-point line. And now he's 40% from the three-point line. He's one of the top three-point shooters among guards in the NBA. To an extent, you could say that he's better. The way he's been able to come off the bench for this awkward Timberwolves team, it's been impressive. He's averaging 18 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. So this is the best we've seen Derrick Rose play in years, to be honest. I don't remember him playing this good since he was on the Bulls. So I think that it's awesome to see Derrick Rose playing well. Any NBA fan will admit that, it's awesome to see that Derrick Rose is playing well. Especially me, because, Derrick Rose has a special place in my heart. But, man, he's been playing great, and he definitely deserves 6th Man of the Year.
Knocked away and stolen. Here's Middleton. Giannis trailing the lob. Oh! Giannis Antetokounmpo from Chris Middleton.
Now, I made that prediction earlier, too, in the other video, and I'm going to stick with that on the sole fact that the Bucks have the best record right now. They're number 1 in the East, and all of a sudden, they've become serious championship contenders. No one had them as real. No one thought of the Bucks before this season as a team that could seriously make a deep playoff run. Everyone thought that they would just be a regular team that, maybe got out in the second round or maybe even make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, but not even win. A lot of the credit, of course, to Giannis, who's been playing insane this season. Obviously, Chris Middleton, he just got his first All-Star appearance, so that's awesome. And they traded for Nikola Mirotic, and everyone's saying that that's a really good trade. Now they have a spot-up shooter along with Giannis and Middleton, and I mean, the Bucks have been playing well. They're obviously an underrated team right now. No one's really talking about them. Even though they're on the top, everyone's talking in the East about the Raptors and the Celtics and the Sixers, but the Bucks have been out of the conversation even to this day. And if you're going to talk about top teams in the East or teams that can make a deep playoff run and even make it to the finals, I think it's fair to put the Bucks in the conversation. Coach Budenholzer deserves, the award so far. If you're able to take your team to the best record in the NBA so far, you definitely deserve the award. So definitely the coach of the year deserves to Mike Budenholzer so far.
Tap to Stevenson. Lonzo bumped into Mitchell, blocked by Gobert.
Now, this doesn't really come as a surprise to me, or I don't think it should come as a surprise to anybody, but a lot of people are putting Paul George in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year, and rightly so. However, on the fact that he won it last year, and he's pretty consistent again this year. After the Jazz had that rocky start, they've been picking it up again, and Rudy Gobert, he's been consistently playing well. His defense is still, to this day, on par. He's averaging 15 points, 13 rebounds, 2 blocks a game. There was a game a while back, I think a month ago, where he got, 7 blocks in a game? Like, that's crazy. Like, if you're gonna, a consistent, solid shot blocker who is a key player on the team and helping the team get wins, obviously he deserves it. He's gonna win it. He won it last year. He's playing just as good or arguably better than last year. So he deserves it this year too. But Paul George definitely deserves to be in the top 3. If, the rest of the season goes this way, I see Rudy Gobert winning it. But for the first 41 games of the year, Rudy Gobert definitely deserves Defensive Player of the Year.
Harden trying to get free. Down to 3, down to 2. It's a 3. Good! Good! He got it! James Harden, a flamethrower!
Now, I'm going to be honest with you, this was kind of a hard decision to make. I wasn't really sure who I wanted to put. I was debating between him and Giannis, but I mean, if you look at how the season's gone so far, especially in the past month, James Harden deserves to be the MVP, especially for the first half of the season. he's averaging 36 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, my God, his scoring is unbelievable. He is becoming one of the best scorers we've seen in recent memory. Obviously, he won MVP last year. I think he was he was the scoring champion last year too, if I'm not mistaken. But he's been playing that way again this year too. And every time I see a Rockets game is on, and whenever the game's over, I go on, look at the stat line, and always James Harden has 30 something points plus. Like, it's ridiculous. And obviously everyone's talking about how angry they are about the fact that he's doing all these, moves, and he's getting all these dumb fouls, which I agree with. There was even this one from yesterday, which was absolutely BS. However, he definitely deserves it. 36 points, I mean, he's obviously the leading scorer in the NBA right now. And let's just take a quick look at how much he's been scoring in the past month. And that should end the argument for who should win MVP. Since January 11th, James Harden has been scoring 43, 38, 57, 58, 48, 37, 61, 35, 40, 37, 30, 43, 44, 36. And even before that, 42, 32, 38, 44, 43, 41, 45, 41. He had a 50 game earlier too. Like, that alone ends the conversation. Just in the past month, James Harden came back into the conversation of being MVP. Because if you take away that, everyone had either Giannis or Stephen Curry to be MVP. But after watching the scoring performance that he's had so far, especially in the past couple months, he's not only been in the conversation for MVP, but people are assuming or predicting that he will win it this year too. And rightly so. If he keeps the scoring tangent up, and if the Rockets make a good playoff run, there's no way in hell he won't win MVP. It's ridiculous how he's been able to play this year. And every game you watch him, and he just does all these crazy moves. His step back is so deadly too. And then he just shoots everything in your face, and somehow, some way, it goes in. Like, I don't get it, but credit where credit's due. It's fun to watch. It's awesome to see him putting up these amazing numbers. And without a doubt, he deserves to be the MVP. So that wraps up the video. Thank you guys so much for watching this NBA Midseason Award video. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like. And also, please support the channel. I'm sorry for not making a lot of videos. I've been, trying to get more equipment and whatnot, trying to improve the quality of my videos and stuff. I did get a webcam, so expect some face cam videos to come soon. But yeah, thank you for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment. If you guys agree with the list, let me know. If you don't, let me know. I want to have a conversation. I think that's it. Please subscribe and support the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.